Butler Bulldogs went on the road on Saturday to face the George Washington Colonials, and Butler went into that game. George Washington sold that arena out. It's the first time they've done that in a while, and they hadn't beaten a ranked team in quite some time. Butler was the highest ranked team to come play there in a very long time, so it was a big deal to them, and their crowd was fired up. Butler took control early, and their defense really suffocated George Washington. Their shooters, they couldn't hit a three-point shot for nothing. I think they only hit one for the game. And Butler didn't shoot the ball that well either, but it was just the defense that suffocated them, and Butler was able to jump out to an early lead, 9-point lead at halftime. Then with a few minutes to go, Butler was up by 17, and then things started to fall apart. George Washington started making some shots. Butler was getting fouled going to the line. Most of the time it was Roosevelt Jones, and he was missing the free throws, and some stupid turnovers were taking place. And George Washington, and being down by 17 with 5 minutes to go, they ended up cutting the lead down to 1 with 42 seconds to go. So it got very tense for me. Came close to having a heart attack, and Butler ended up pulling through though. They won this game 59-56 to improve to 20-4 on the season, and they got 12 points from Roosevelt Jones on 5 of 10 shooting. They got 6 points from Kyle Marshall on 2 of 6 shooting, 14 points from Rodney Clark on 5 of 16 shooting. He was 2 of 7 behind the 3-point line. 6 points from Andrew Smith on 2 of 8 shooting. He was 0 of 2 behind the 3-point line. 10 points from Kellen Dunham on 2 of 4 shooting, 1 of 2 behind the 3-point line. 2 points from Cameron Woods on 1 of 3 shooting. 3 points from Jackson Aldridge on 1 of 2 shooting. He was 1 of 1 behind the 3-point line. 4 points from Eric Fromm on 2 of 4 shooting. He was 0 of 1 behind the 3-point line. And Chase DeGaulle, 2 points on 1 of 1 shooting. Team stats for the game: Butler shot 38.2%. George Washington's shot 27.9%. 3-point field goal percentage: Butler was 30.8%, and this was the killer. George Washington was 8.3%. I think it was about 1 out of 12 that they went for the game. Free throw percentage: Butler 61.9%. Most of that was the bad misses there at the end of the game. George Washington was 70%. Rebounds: Butler had 46, George Washington had 41, so once again Butler has the advantage in a game in the rebounding category. And turnovers: once again Butler fails in this category, 19-13 to George Washington. And a lot of those turnovers, like I said, came there at the end when George Washington cranked up the pressure trying to make a big run. Crowd got back into it, but Butler survived. And while it's not very encouraging to beat a team like that by 3 points, that's not that good, it is encouraging to see that they were able to handle the pressure, handle the crowd, and not choke when they had plenty of time to do that. With 42 seconds to go, only up by 1 point. They handled the challenge, and that's something that can give them experience down the road, in later Atlantic 10 games or even the NCAA tournament. Of course, it's not a lock that we're going to get in, but a lot of people are assuming that we will. And I hope for the best, expect the worst. That's my motto. So anyway, Butler Bulldogs win 59-56, go to 20-4 on the season. And so you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time.